Welcome to Whigs and Tories, a game I've been really excited for quite some time now. I'm joined by Marks, the lead developer of the game, and of course he's also a good friend of mine. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. So today we're going to talk about the game you're making. It's going to be a fairly relaxed video. We don't really have much planned. We're going to take a look at the graphics, some of the units. We're going to begin with the UK, and as you can tell, there's a variety of regiments. We've got the 23rd Royal Welsh, and I do believe you're Welsh yourself, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a regiment that lies close to heart. Why don't we spawn in with the 23rd? I will go ranker because I prefer sort of a more humble touch. There's a bunch of things that I suppose you can get into explaining, such as equipment. What is that part of this unit selection going to do?
Okay, let me have a look myself.
Yes.
So we've got weapon 1, coat, legs and hats. So weapon 1 will give you the weapon you're going to choose. So for things like militia, you'll have a variety to choose from.
Okay.
Coat, we had a question on the forums about certain styles of coat over the time of the war.
Mm-hmm.
Many regiments have different coats, so there you can choose each type of coat of the regiment in the war.
Okay.
Legs will be just different types of trousers, and then hats, like the 23rd, they had a few different types of hats through the war, so you can choose which hat they had as well.
Nice. Everything you're currently watching is in alpha, by the way, so things are subject to change. But without further ado, I think we'll spawn in. Here we go. I'm a ranker, and I've got the bicorn right now. But the 23rd Welsh was also very known for its fur hat, or its bearskin hat, I suppose.
The fusel cap.
The fusel cap.
Yeah, the little one.
Even the regular center companies would also have the fusel cap, correct? Not only the Grenadier company.
I'm not sure actually. I think the center had the little feathers on the hat.
I suppose. But yes, I know that they're very famous for the depiction of their Grenadier company with the fusel caps. So here we are. What is this kind of like? Where are we right now? What is this supposed to be?
We're in the alpha map, which is meant to be this farm sort of scene.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of produce and some buildings and stuff.
So it's like a map with a lot of variety in it.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I wanted to point out how beautiful this game actually is in many ways. Like the lighting is very
if you
nice.
look over here, yeah,
Exactly.
You can see the different
and
clouds affecting the sky.
Mm-hmm. So explain the night and day cycle, how that works.
Okay, so right now this is the only map that I've allowed it on. So this is the demonstration of morning into day.
Mm-hmm.
The sun does move. There's a little bit of a bug with it at the moment where the lighting doesn't update as quickly, which I think I know why.
Okay.
So you'll see bits of flickering where it changes from lighter to
it moves
lighter.
back down again, I see. In like stages. But is this at a faster rate or time? Can it be slowed down to not change as rapidly?
We can allow the server to decide what it wants to do.
Okay.
So if you're thinking of doing a map where historically it started in the morning and you want a long morning into a daytime, you can do that.
Nice. Right. So let's have a walk. So the main focus of this game is community play and line battles. It's not meant to cater to the more casual of game styles, because as far as I'm concerned, a game like this is best enjoyed in regiments and clans and in organized battles. So that's what you're mainly going to cater to, correct?
We'd like everybody to have fun time in WAT, but mostly the best way to play this game would be with a regiment, I think.
Sweet. So let's go through some different want to show off some different features in terms of like what a soldier can do in terms of movement and whatnot.
Okay. So movement. Well, if you stand still for a bit, you'll start doing an idle animation. Now these aren't totally client-side, and they're not completely on the server. So what happens is the server will tell you you're doing an idle animation, but I'll see a different one to you. So the idea of this game was to make people feel a bit more human. So if you look with the head, you can move the head freely, and it'll show where you're looking.
That's nice.
On the character, and then also the guy will start scratching his head or swatting a fly away, like I'm doing something now.
It's beautiful because it makes things very dynamic. Far too many games like this don't add that extra dynamic ambient feel. So is there a way to look around the character?
Yep, if you press 1, you can see your guy at standard view.
Oh yes, there we go.
Or if you scroll in and out, you get a better view.
Nice. So yeah, you can definitely zoom quite far out.
Hmm
Zoom in a little bit as well.
I think that's going to be useful for screenshots.
Yes. Beautiful. Am I wearing a wig? Most
Yeah,
likely, right?
is it white?
It's black actually. It's dark.
Okay, well, yeah, it should be a wig of some sorts. We haven't got many hair models yet.
No, I
unfortunately.
was thinking about the name Whigs Tories. Can you explain a little bit behind the reason
Yes.
why you chose that name?
Okay, so this all started off as a mod, and I wanted to make an American Revolution War mod, but I didn't really want to call it anything too, just like, I don't know, Rebels versus Royalists or something was one of the names. I didn't like that. I wanted something that felt a little bit more proper.
Sort of
And
like
then Whigs,
postscriptum.
yeah,
The way it's not
different.
the way it's not really just all about the war. They could have called it
Yeah.
Warfare 1944 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So I wanted something that was representative of the parties, and I think I didn't come up with the name. One of my friends did, and he said Whigs and Tories, which is, one party is the Tories, and then the other party was the Whigs, and they were arguing about what to do with the states, I believe.
Exactly.
So that's where the name comes from.
Cool. I like that, honestly. And what sounds kind of funny. Whigs and Tories. It needs
What is what?
Exactly, but it needs to sound good when abbreviated as well, I think. Otherwise, I mean, I feel like that's literally what World of Warcraft's success relies on. It's the fact that it's abbreviated WoW. I feel like that's part of it, at least. I mean, obviously, it's more memorable, right? Okay, so let's do some shooting. I think that's, in the end of the day, what this is all about. So we're in sort of a position now. Hopefully, down the line, if you guys would like to see more videos, we can actually gather more players, more testers. And I have a little surprise for everyone watching right now. If you've been with us for the last couple of minutes, I thought I'd reward you with a chance to win a alpha key. So anyone in the comment section down below can win a key. You don't need to do much else but comment. If you would be so kind to also say that you'd like a key, then I will know who actually has heard me say this and who's actually interested, instead of just some random person writing first. So, I'll be able to sort you out. So in the comment section down below, don't forget to leave a like and a little comment saying that you'd be interested in playing Whigs and Tories. I was about to say World of Tanks, but that's just because it's got W's and T's in it. Okay, so I'm seeing you're doing a bit of an idle animation.
Yeah,
That looks quite nice. Honestly, I like the way that the units look very soft. This engine is very, it's smooth. It looks good. The terrain is not very jagged. It's nice. I like this. It'll be interesting to see this in action. So go through a firing drill and how to do this.
Okay, so we recently had a patch with the shooting to make it feel a lot smoother. So when you do aim, you'll notice the reticle is a lot smoother now. So if you present with a left click,
here we go.
Hold it, you'll see the shrinking of the arrows. This is for regiments to practice actually being on time with their shooting. So a good regiment will aim at the same time. A bad regiment will take their time to aim. So a better regiment will have a more accurate and a better, picture of where they're going to hit.
So that's good, because if you're a commander, you'd know if everyone presents at the same time, you'll have a similar reticule face. But this also is a nice representation of the breathing, like how it goes out and in depending on how you're breathing. So you're going to be more or less accurate. And if people are shooting out of breath from presenting, it's going to be, their shots are going to be inaccurate. And a regiment that is all well timed and drilled properly will have more accurate volleys, right?
Yeah. Also to the point of just not rushing your shots. We don't want this game to be rushed, really. Like, the melee side of the game is where it's carnage, but we want shooting to feel a little bit more proper, more, let's take our time, let's make sure this is effective.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, why don't we do a little volley here?
Okay. Present. Fire. Very good. Okay, if you notice in the bottom right-hand corner, your musket went red.
Yeah.
So this indicates that the gun is discharged, and it'll start changing to different colors. So if you drop the gun now at this pink stage, so G, sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
If you pick it back up, notice the color is the same.
It's pink, yes.
Yeah, and you'll start reloading from that point. There's
that's
a bit of a
nice.
bug. Yeah. So if your friend gets copped, mid reload, and you don't want to reload, you just pick up his musket and you can go where he left off.
I'm going to fire a shot on my own here, actually. Just get a feel. Can I still look in third person? Yes, there we can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. I like the smoke as well. It's nice and white.
Yeah,
Thick.
it's very good. Bailey did a good job.
Okay. Can you walk while while
Yes.
reloading? Yes. So
Not reloading. Sorry, just
Okay.
aiming. I want people to stay still when
Yeah.
reloading. It's a penalty.
Okay. So it makes it slower because I just did a little bit of walking.
Yeah,
It looks
so-
like I'm not really done. Okay.
No,
Nice.
no. Once it goes to fully white,
Mhm.
even if the animation's not finished, you can start moving. So there's
Okay.
about a 1 second.
Alright.
When you put in the rammer home, you
Mhm.
can start moving.
And see, that's cool. That's a little chant. And it's nice that there's a variety as well. So if you got
Oh, yeah,
20
got a
people
few.
doing this at the same time, not
Mhm.
everyone will do an exact, like identical.
Yeah.
How many varieties are there, do you think?
I believe there's 4.
4. That's nice.
We
That'll
want
be,
to add more.
yeah, of course. But obviously, this is still just
Mhm.
work in progress. I mean,
Yeah.
You want to make sure the core functions are functioning first.
Mhm.
So melee, that's X, I suppose.
Yep.
There we go.
So
That's
you've got
nice.
an indication that your
Mhm.
regiment is ready to go. See, I'm doing an idle animation now, I think.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's on the server, but yeah. So yeah, you've got a clear indication.
Mhm.
So if you're in line and you think, oh shit, am I in shooting mode? Am I in melee mode? There you go.
That's nice. But this is also a good way from. Listen, if we click X at the same time, it's like
Mhm.
shoulder, arms. That's awesome, right? So there's that's nice. That's nice. It's nice that it actually changes it. Like this is actually, I feel like this is a good stance for a guard post, right?
Mhm.
Like ready to
Mhm.
stab. And then obviously, like if you're marching or whatever, you might want to, or if you're just on parade or something, and then, you know you're doing a ceremonial thing, you might want to be able to shoulder arms, and that's really nice. And then this is your marching. So in terms of running speed or walking animations, is this something that because I feel
tweaking.
like it's a little because it can change quickly, and I feel like
weird,
the legs aren't exactly up to speed.
In our
with it.
defense,
Yeah.
with the animations, every animation we have has been scratched up by Richard, and he
Mhm.
has no idea how to animate.
Oh.
So he's learned on the job.
Nice.
He's
That's
come
good.
to the task and done it. I think he's done an alright job.
I think it's good. I think it's good, but I think it's
alright.
also worth pointing out so that I'm
Mhm.
saving a few people's time in the comment
yeah.
section from having to point that out.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's not a major task or a hard feat to just correct, but
Mhm.
it looks nice. Okay, so we've got beautiful grass, some nice varying flora. This looks like we're
Heading towards a
far
camp
north.
over there.
Yeah, some sort of camp. Should we check out? Is there like walking? So
Yeah, if you press shift.
shift.
So let's talk through the UI.
Mhm.
Bottom right hand corner, you have a little man that shows you what you're doing. So
Yeah.
if you press shift again, it will change to a running man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just lets you know what animation you're in. These animations aren't the best though.
What's it? It feels like it's quite easy to actually walk in like a double column.
Yeah, that's part of the game was
Mhm.
to make it as easy as possible for players to actually stay in formation. So we had one idea of adding a compass that showed you the true north of where you spawned, but it was quite difficult because every time you move your character, you're always facing true north in a way. So it was very hard to decide where straight would be for everyone. We're just trying to work that out.
Yeah. So let's look at a few different stances. Like obviously, double lines are going to be a present feature.
Yep.
So there we go. I'm going to position myself behind you.
Take a little bit of a step back though.
Yeah.
So the way the camera's. There you go.
There we go. Nice. We can present and fire. Nice. So the reload animation is different.
Yep, for crouching.
Yeah, of course.
Just makes the line look a little bit, more human.
Yeah, of course. Nice. Do we want to... It's already been over 10 minutes. Do we want to check out some other units? Why not?
Sure.
Why don't I... I'm going to quickly go ahead and click escape so I can choose troop. I'll just show... Well, you can really only see the king's colors. Actually, the regimental colors, right?
Yeah.
Because the king's color would always be the one with the Union Jack in the background. But we've got King's New York. Are they rifles or...
They're loyalists.
They're
We did have a
loyalists,
question.
right.
Yeah, they've got a very varied uniform. So some spawn is blue and some spawn is green.
Interesting. The 33rd, of course, a classic. We've got the 10th Regiment of Foot, the 5th, and the 42nd, which would be the Black Watch. They have a sort of different look in this war compared to the Napoleonic War. So that's interesting to see, because this is many years prior to that. So it might look a little unfamiliar to some people who are more accustomed to the different headgear of a different period. But I think a lot of my viewers would be interested in seeing the Continental Army, or at least the militia. So I will click back and change to the United States of America, where we have a different set of regiment. We've got the 2nd New Hampshire, the 3rd New Jersey, the 5th Pennsylvania, Washington's Guards, 10th Massachusetts, and 2nd Virginia.
They're my favorites.
Yeah, the 2nd Virginia, are they your favorites? Cool. Are there any big differences in terms of uniforms here? As in, like, are there any regiments that are more militia based? Are there more regiments, or are there any regiments that are more on the Continental Army side of things?
So the 2nd New Hampshire is probably the closest thing to a bog standard Continental uniform.
2nd New Hampshire?
Yeah, the first ones. The rest have their own sort of spin on what their state wanted at the time. So if I killed you, the way we've set it up is you'll do an animation of death. So if you get shot in the neck, you'll grab your neck. If you get stabbed in the gut, you'll fall to the ground and hold your gut.
That's amazing. And then after
then you'll
that,
turn into a ragdoll.
Yes, that's what I noticed. And I think that's the best mix, because if it's ragdoll straight away, it rarely tends to be very realistic.
It's terrible, I think.
Usually just makes you like get blown away, and it just makes no sense. So I prefer the mix that you've seen in Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, where they do part ragdoll, part animation, and I just think that's the best way to go about it. It got really dark now. What's up?
Yeah, it's a bug with the clouds. It tends to get a bit too dark.
Yeah, maybe the opacity needs to be brought down a bit. Anyway, we'll move over here. Can I stab you, or maybe perhaps shoot you to demonstrate this system? All right.
Yeah, it's going to take 2 shots though.
Okay, it's going to take 2? Why?
Because you never want to die first time for a shot. If you shoot me in the head...
Ah, that's clever.
You want to have a chance to play. I feel like games need to be a little bit forgiving.
I appreciate that. Okay, so I'll shoot you.
Oh, you got me.
I got you in the neck. That's amazing. Look, and now you're going to be turned into a ragdoll. That's very satisfying. It's simple, but in all its glory, it's very satisfying to see you grab your neck. Can you imagine a 75 caliber bullet?
Oh, you wouldn't have a head.
Oh, hardly. I mean, at least not a neck. Okay, can I stab you as well now?
Well, let's finish the shooting. If you shoot near me, my guy will flinch. So we have a lot of just shoot near. There you go. See?
Nice. I would flinch too, I think.
Yeah, you would. If I shot you, you'd be flinching now.
I'm serious.
Or in real life, I say.
I'd flinch.
So, yeah. We've also added in shooting off hats.
Ooh.
So you can shoot off someone's hat. We want to make shooting each other feel really. Don't cheer when you're reloading.
Sorry, I hardly did something wrong there. My rifle or my musket went out of hand for a second, but I was just almost done with it. I'll try and shoot your hat off.
Well, it's gonna be hard, so you want to come closer.
Oh,
there you go.
But I got you in the shoulder. Well, you can try it for me.
Well, it's a bit weird at the moment, just how aiming works. So if I got tilde key.
Ooh, don't.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it
that's
falls
amazing.
realistically as well.
Why have they not added that into like any game before? Even in like other first-person shooters, you can hardly shoot people's helmets off unless it's like AI soldiers, like in Call of Duty 1, the original game. You could melee shove someone and they'd drop their helmets, but that's about it. This is great. Okay, can I shoot you in the gut?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you'll do a different animation. Ooh. Oh. Can I try and stab you?
Feel free.
What kind of stabbing animations are there? There's understab and overstab, correct?
Yep. Should feel quite fluid.
Ooh, okay. I might not have actually hit you there. I think you just flinched.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how damage.
Oh. Nice.
You need to add in some meaty sounds to getting actually hit.
Yeah, that's nice. I have a question in terms of the musket sound. Will you replace them?
Oh yeah, everything here is just
okay. Because I'm a big audio.
Just good enough.
Yeah, I'm a big audiophile, and in the end of the day, I'm gonna want to hear a slightly larger crackle to the musket. I need a little more of an HD experience to that, because a very high definition audio experience can definitely compensate for. I mean, the visuals are great, but you know what I mean. Like I sometimes play really games with crappy graphics, like all the combat mission games, but I enjoy them so much because the audio part of it is so intense, like all the sounds you can get for it. But yeah, that's a different story and subject. Because we've gone through some of the ragdolls and all the death animations. Can we check out a few maybe different regiments? Why not? I mean,
sure.
I'll try 2nd Virginia. They were your favorite. I'm gonna go officer and see what they look like.
So
all
for
right,
the
back in as an officer. What unit are you?
I'm the same as you.
Okay, we're the same.
Officers.
2 officers of the 2nd Virginia. I like it's good. They've got a very dark blue.
I think they look
coat.
very smart.
Yeah. So we got
So for the officers, there are some unique little things. So obviously having a pistol. Yep. We wanted officers to feel like gentlemen. You know, they were the shepherds of battle, pretty much, and they should act like so.
I like that pistol sound, to be honest.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'm
so
satisfied.
the pistols are really inaccurate right now. I want to make them a little bit better. But if you crouch with a pistol,
oh, look at that!
Do a nice little animation. That one of my favorites in the game.
Ooh, that's really nice. Am I so easily pleased, or is it just nice to see things? Is it nice to see small but well thought over features?
Yeah,
it's the small touches, right? Yes. Like if
I love this.
I don't know why they don't pay more attention to detail. Okay, you've dropped your. I'll shoot your hat off.
Try it.
Oh, sorry about that. Well,
get a bit closer with it.
Fairly
it's really.
I know
it's not something that's meant to happen on purpose. It's meant to be sort of.
Yeah, because
that was close.
Because you know how like some features in trailers are shown like on E3 and they're like, oh, here's a little cool here's a little cool feature for you, and the whole crowd goes insane, and then you play the game and it happens 100% of the time, and you're like, this is stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like
we didn't want our features to be gimmicks. We wanted them to actually.
Exactly, because then you realize, wait a minute, this wasn't a small little feature that we all giggled about at the big trailer or the show. It's like this is something you're really proud over. Like you guys weren't joking. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I'm not gonna try and shoot your hat off because I think this pistol is in a.
It's the worst weapon to use.
Okay. Huzzah! Why did I say huzzah? I thought the Brits only said huzzah, but that might have been.
We haven't got enough voice acting for the officers at the moment.
Yeah.
So. There is a cool little thing. So if I grab my, let me get a musket.
I'm just gonna do some blocking. Ooh, I think like fencing will be really fun in this game.
Yes, we want sword combat to feel quite nice, but there's no work on it at the moment.
I have a good question. If a ranker holds a pistol, will he still stand with his hand behind his back?
He should do. Yeah, I believe it's tied to the weapon.
But he's not an officer. He doesn't know of gentry. Anyway. Perhaps that's just a future feature, so you know if a ranker's picked up a pistol because he doesn't hold his hand behind his back.
I want to show the feature of what we added recently in the patch. So if you go in shooting mode and you walk right in front of me, you'll get a red X.
Yes.
So that means you can't, aim.
Really shoot you, no.
Yeah. So if I walk back though, there you go. So you can still team kill, don't worry. But it's more for when you're in 2 ranks, like we said before. So if I stand in front of you, if you're going to blow your friend's head off,
I'll crouch.
Yeah. So it works, but as soon as you stand up,
I will stand up. Wait, I'm gonna just save to my pistol. There we go. Oh, nice!
Instantly shoulder arm.
But it's so cool that it doesn't just make him glitch out. It
makes him do a proper stance.
Yes, proper stance. So if are you holding down? Wait, can you hold down? Can you do the?
I can't hold down anymore.
Okay,
if I hold
I'll
like
do this and I'll back. Right.
Yeah.
Now, if I sit down, will he go back into the regular mode?
He will.
See, that's a pretty cool way of also presenting if you've got the 2nd rank already ready to shoot, and if I stand up. He'll bring it up. That's nice.
Yep.
See, that's very cool.
It's just little things like that. We do really care about what we're trying to make here.
I think it takes the game a long way, and already there's 5 regiments per side. There's ranker, officer. What other classes will you have added later? Colors, fifer, and drummer.
And sergeants as well, because we feel like there needs to be an in-between between the ranker and the officer. There's visual in rank. And actually has a purpose. I feel like adding corporals and all the other ranks don't really add much that a sergeant can't cover on his own.
A sergeant with a spontoon would be wonderful.
Oh yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yes, I think that would be a nice addition. And also, honestly, what you're not really giving much up in terms of performance and gameplay by adding one more class. I mean, I feel like you've got the space to do so. And this is a game where I think the majority of players will appreciate that aspect, because in a video that we could do later, because I think we're coming to an end with this preview, is actually to show people that this game also has a role-playing feature or aspect to it, where regiments that are used to sort of enjoying the majority of their role playing in TeamSpeak and whatnot now can also live that out in a more persistent server, in a more of a regimental camp. Is this? Hopefully, I'm not spoiling anything. I know this
we haven't talked about it much publicly, but yeah, we would like to have the in between of fighting and public play, somewhere where regiments can go and either before a battle, just spend time with your friends, or afterwards, just catch up.
Yeah. All right. Great. I'm going to fall dead and respawn as a Washington's god.
Yes. Very
nice.
Smart.
Very smart
Guards
too.
Of himself,
yeah.
Washington's
and
guards.
I suppose legs could be changed to more of a whiter trousers if there were any other options.
They wore the tan, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll give players as much.
That's the kind of variation you could choose from.
Everything possible. We're very unlimited with the customization.
What I think would be nice, what I think would be really nice, is adding a set of winter coats for.
You just spoiled something.
Oof! But I think people knew that was happening. I mean, if you've got a coat option. Well, you could have said no. Yes, that is a nice idea, but we don't know about adding it. But
we've got. I wanted them. Officers especially with the button.
Nice.
Button down
Wonderful.
coat. Lovely.
So, what player? Let's do some final things here. Player count. What are we talking about in public play? For events.
Okay.
What's your aim? What's your goal? What can you say?
Our goal would be lovely. Okay, is 500. Something like that. And now, do you know Fortnite? That game, like I think it's quite popular. I don't know.
People know Fortnite, yeah.
Like really popular. Well, that's made by the people that make Unreal, and because of that, they've had to up their game with everything, including networking. So they recently did a patch for their servers stuff, and made their netcode just excellent of handling higher player counts. Because Fortnite has 100 players. That has a lot less going on than what WoW has, and I feel like the way we've set things up is better. So I feel like 200 right now wouldn't be crazy to say.
No.
But we haven't done much work on it because it's just alpha testing. This feels smooth.
Oh, there's
no like twitching at all. Everything's responding fine.
Yeah.
And the server isn't like really pushing itself at all. That's fine.
I feel like the units, the detail, and the softness of it is nice. I feel like it's calm on you. I feel like it fits the game, the style, and it makes me feel like I'm playing with little tin soldiers in a way.
I wanted to.
I think the stance is cute. I think the units are adorable, and I like the speed of it. I would like to see. I would actually be in favor of a slower play style in terms of movement. But I think that's just a matter of changing numbers around.
That's just a number to change.
I'm excited for the role-playing features. I'm excited to run a regiment. I'm excited to do drill, where a game like this allows for like practice to play a role, for drill to matter in terms of efficiency when it comes to presenting. It'll increase accuracy and it'll prevent casualties. Also formations, and also to have ceremonial, cinematic ceremonials where you can do, or ceremonies rather, where you can, where things such as like shoulder arm will play a role. What are you doing? Are you bracing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're bracing. I might as well end with that. So there is a different. Wait, how? Oh, okay. So the different melee modes will be different things.
Yeah, this will affect cavalry.
So there's going to be cavalry.
Oh well, there's horses over there. If you see their heads poking out, we do have the groundwork for it.
They're around anyway. You can't say their only purpose is to be ridden by, or ridden. What am I talking about? Yeah. Okay. Let's get up.
We want cavalry, yeah. We have looked into it. We just haven't.
Are you going to have Tarleton's dragoons?
Oh, 100%.
Nice.
Oh yes.
You know, there's YouTube videos of like Tarleton compilations made by like girls who really like horses and leather, and they're like, and all the comments are like, "Oh, he's such a cutie pie," and I'm like, "Wow, people actually make compilation video of screenshots of him from a movie about a war." Like, Jesus. Anyway.
Can you see the flies on the horses? By the way, I can
Yes.
see them. Yeah, little things like that. We have doors.
They don't live
well.
yet, but they will.
No, they're just static meshes at the moment.
Okay.
They're not. They're just there. Have some interacting things in the map, so...
There's also physics like the gun, like it could fall down a roof. Whoa, I just pushed!
Yeah, you just push me. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Can I hit you?
Yeah, well, there's no punching yet, but
Okay,
yeah, there's
but you're
pushing.
going to add punching.
Oh
Can I
yeah,
kick you?
there's a different push
Ow,
for the
fuck.
bayonet version.
Okay, so
You're
basically,
unarmed.
you could have some really fun, like, really fun encounters with pushing and kicking and shoving and. Can I?
There's another little game. If you press V, you'll drop your ammunition. That's a little feature we wanted, so you can keep your weapon and share ammo around.
Oh, so I can be like.
Yeah, it's
So
like, oh, you need more ammo. Do you quickly take that? Go, go, go. You know, that sort of thing. You can
But
take
then
two.
but is there? Yeah, but maybe, yeah. Well, that's true. But so if I've got like, so wait, I don't drop my entire 32 stack.
No,
I drop
you
my
just
16
drop
stack.
one.
So
You
yeah.
have 16 shots per person. So then, if you've got two, you'll drop one of the 16.
What if I kill an enemy? Will he drop his ammo pouch?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. So that means I could then save that for a friend who's running low.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Nice. I like that. Good features. Good things to mention. Well, honestly, like this has been a very relaxed, very unsecretive video, and I think it's. I mean, I'm honestly excited. I have a very hard time at like faking excitement. I'm not a faker, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Anyway, and I am honestly excited, and because it's fun to play, and it is really fun to run around, and I would like to be able to say that the next time I play this game and the next time I show this on YouTube, you and I are joined by maybe a few more to do some more.
We can have about 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
No, it'll be all right.
It'd be nice.
Depends who's on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And people watching, don't forget about that alpha code. So drop a comment and you can join in. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to see another video, let us know, and we can take a look at perhaps some more units or other features, or yeah, maybe I'll make a compilation of sorts showing a few things off. But this has just been an all-around casual, relaxed preview of Whigs and Tories in stores September. No, I'm joking. When are you planning on releasing this game? I think that might be interesting.
I
For
like
the public.
the whole thing developers say when it's ready,
Mm-hmm.
but.
That's
I'm not going to tease like that. I'd like it out in a year.
Mm-hmm.
In Steam, everyone can play in a year.
I
don't want to rush this.
Will there be like a closed beta or?
Yep, there'll be a beta.
Okay, there will be a beta. Perhaps, yeah. But honestly, like, I'm gonna pop a link in the description box below, so you'll be able to follow the blog or the site where any relevant information regarding a release and a beta and all other valuable, frequently asked questions can be answered. So don't forget to check that out in case you're interested in knowing more about Whigs and Tories. And I don't have to put Marks on the spot here with my questions. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon again.
See ya.